Brittany back with another episode of SexxxPerTease. Today's question is, I'm Asian and I found out my new boyfriend only dates Asians. It kind of bothers me. How do I know if he likes me for me or he only likes me for my race? That is a tricky situation. I mean, any person of color in like the world can relate to being racially fetishized, and it's gross, annoying, and such a turn off. Like, I can't stand if a guy approaches me and like their first message is, I love black guys, you're really hot, or I want your big black cock, or like, are you hung, or anything like racially charged like that. Like, it's such a turn off. It's annoying and gross to me. Like, if you like black guys, cool. Like, that's not special. It doesn't make me feel good. I mean, there is lots of like racism and like the gay world and dating apps, and maybe some people are misguided and think that telling a black person they love black people so much is like a compliment, but in reality, it's just insulting. Like, I'm a person. I don't need you to like me just because of my race, and like race doesn't mean you only like someone. Like, I'm a person. Like, I have way more to offer than just like my skin color or ethnic features. So that is a turn off. But I mean, in the past, I used to be way more bothered if I found out a guy only liked black guys than I am now, just because, I mean, I realized, like, everyone has a type. Like, we pursue what we're attracted to. Like, I like guys of, like, a certain body type, and if you looked at, like, a bunch of my exes, like, a lot of them did look the same. Like, I like them big, beefy, brawny, butch, bearded, that always tend to be, like, bi and, like, Irish descent, so it's, like, dark hair, and like, there's definitely like a common thread, and I don't think there's anything wrong with having a type. And sometimes our types do include race, and I think there's a big difference between racial fetishization and actually just having a type. Because if a guy was to approach me and like we're getting along, we're like talking about our likes and interests, and then like maybe the subject of like exes and types come out, and he does say he likes black guys, like that's not really as offensive to me to learn all his exes are black as opposed to someone actually like approaching me in a manner that's like, I want your big black cock, or like, I really like you, I love black men. Like, it's different if they're like just fetishizing you based off like your features or like for sexual purposes as someone that's actually like getting to know you and dating you. I mean, your race doesn't keep a relationship together. If they only wanted like a race, like you they would probably just be like a hookup or something. But if you actually gonna date someone and spend time with them, you actually have to like their personality and like being around them. So I don't think a race is just like a selling point to make a relationship work. Like, that's only one physical feature. Like, even if I have a physical type, like they still have to have a personality, and like we have to be compatible and get along, or else it's not gonna last. It's not gonna work. It's just not going to be able to keep a relationship going. So I don't think your boyfriend only likes you for your race just because you are Asian, because I mean, you probably wouldn't even make it that far if they couldn't see past just your skin color or features. I mean, do like Asian guys do get fetishized as being obedient or subservient and liking like older men and like that. And I guess some people do assume that Asians are bottoms, just like I don't like if people assume that just because I'm black and have muscles that I'm a top. So I can definitely relate to like the fetishization, and like I've been with guys that do say they usually like Asian guys when they like me because they like my skin complexion, and then I guess it reminds them of Asian men, but they assume I'm gonna be subservient or obedient and a bottom. Well, I guess I am a bottom. But still, I'm not a stereotype. And don't stereotype me, and our stereotype is not going to keep a relationship going. So yeah, like, it does bother me if a guy approaches me and says something rude or that seems like they're fetishizing me, but I don't think if a guy was to tell me that, like, all his exes are black, like, that doesn't really bother me. Especially since, I mean, I date all races, but still, like, if a guy was to be bothered that I only liked bears or chubs and he's a bear or chub and thinks I'm just, like, fetishizing him, that just seems stupid to me, because it's like, well, you're what I'm attracted to. Are you bothered that people are actually attracted to what you are, especially when there's tons of people that aren't attracted to what you are? Like, that just seems dumb. Like, we all are like a minority within a minority. Like, if you're an Asian, there's tons of guys that don't like Asian guys. So if you find a guy that actually does like an Asian guy and you're bothered that he only dates other Asians, like, what are you actually looking for? Are you looking for a guy that doesn't like Asian guys, or you want to be like someone's special exception to what they normally go for? I mean, that just seems kind of dumb to me and unrealistic, because why do you need to be an exception? Or what does it matter what they dated before you? It only matters that you're together now and you're trying to make this relationship work. And if it doesn't work out and he goes and dates another Asian, I mean, I don't really think that matters. Like, oh no, he's going after what he's attracted to. It's not really just about like, I need an Asian trophy boyfriend. I mean, I don't think most people are living their lives that way. I mean, some could be, but if people are only after the superficial, that really isn't going to keep a relationship lasting in the long term. So you do have to think about, do you really like this person, or is it just about sex, or are they just using you because of that? But I really don't think anyone would just date you because you're Asian. You would have to actually keep, or they'd want to keep seeing you for reasons that they actually do like you. So yeah, racial fetishization is terrible, annoying. I can't stand it. But also, hey, maybe some guys do tend to just like Asian guys, or some guys just tend to like bears, or some guys like older, some like younger, some like femme, some like mask. Like, we all have our types. We all know what we go for, and sometimes all our exes may resemble each other because we are just simply super attracted to that look and aesthetic. It doesn't have to be a complete deal breaker as long as they treat you with respect, decency, and you know that they like you for more than just your skin color and ethnic features. So I hope that'll answer your question, and please submit more questions to me in SexxxPerTease.